What's up, my Geminis? What's going on with y'all? Sugar Aisha Nicole here to do y'all reading for October 2018. I got a new relationship spread that I want to throw out there, and it's a relationship of any type, you know, friendship, relationship, parents, whoever, a job relationship, whatever is going on. It's a relationship that you have with someone else. So if it resonates with you guys, y'all know what to do. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. If it doesn't, you know it is what it is. But I'm starting off with the videos that watch me the least this month. Give y'all a head start to see, you know, because I know it's certain signs that is going to watch me and is waiting. They probably tired out from me right now. So I'm starting off with y'all first. And I did Leo and Aries already. So y'all are the lucky ones next. I may do Libra next. But this is a 15 card spread. It's very detailed. And so let's get started with the reading. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for Geminis for the month of October. What is going on between Gemini and the person that they're dealing with. Give me a detailed reading on what's going on with them. One, two, three, four.
Y'all need to go in another group. This is the room downstairs.
No. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, let's talk about this spread. Let's talk about it. So, the first position, Gemini, it basically talks about what you provide to the relationship. And so the first position that you come up in is the Page of Wands. So I felt like in this relationship, Gemini, you was the one that brought all the fresh new energy. You was probably the one that said, okay, let's get up and go here, let's get up and go there, let's do this, let's do that. You know, you was the one that kept the liveliness in the relationship. You know, you was the one always trying to try new things, you know, always probably bringing up most of the conversation. You probably was initiating calling this person or contacting this person or wanting to hang out with this person at all times. You was the one that was bringing all the fun to the situation, all the childlike energy, all the new fresh energy to the situation. Now, where you stand in the present with this situation, it's like, Gemini, you may be at the point where you just like, okay, it is what it is. I'll be by myself. You know, it's like I'm the only one that's putting all the energy into this situation. I'm not really seeing anything coming out of you. So if you want to be by yourself, I'll just be by myself because it looks like this situation is like a commitment. You don't want to commit to me, so it is what it is. Now, where you hope to stand in the future is like being able to see this situation kind of turn in the right direction. Like with the Wheel of Fortune, you hope that things can change in this situation. You hope that, you know, it won't be where you're the one always initiating things. You know, you hoping to get a give and take from this person. I feel like a lot of y'all don't really want to walk away from the person that y'all dealing with, but it's just like at this point, it's just like, if they're not gonna, you know, get any type of enthusiasm about them, if they're not gonna want to commit to this situation, then hey, you know, it is what it is. Even though you would wish that this person would change their ways, you wish that things could be better between the two of you guys. Now, the fourth position is what they're hoping for. 8 of Wands. So it's like, I feel like this person hopes that, you know, You would call them, you would communicate with them, you be the one that texts, you do all of these things, you travel to see them. They hoping that you will be the one that always is initiating the situation. It's like they're a lazy person. They just want you to put in all the energy while they just sit around and just wait on you to, put the energy in. Now, the fifth position is where they stand in the present. It's like, I think now they starting to see, like, Gemini is getting to the point where they really just don't care whether we in the situation or not. So I feel like there's a little bit of regret, on an emotional level. Like, oh my God, did I fuck up? Is Gemini sick and tired of me? It's like, whatever. It's like, okay, the Five of Cups is in reverse. So it's like whatever regret that they had in the situation, where maybe they weren't doing their part, maybe they might start to pipe it up a little bit, but I feel like they're getting over, like, if there was some type of loss between the two of you guys, if there was a lack of passion, they may be getting over that. They may be wanting to, fix the situation. But it's kind of like, if y'all already broke up, it's like they probably gotten over it on the emotional level because they probably already met someone else. And so Gemini might not even be a person that they're even thinking about right now. The sixth position, what they provided to the relationship was nothing really with the Four of Cups in reverse. They just was lazy, the lazy ones. On the emotional level, it's like they gave up all the time. If Gemini got mad and was like, okay, I'm finna walk off, they really didn't fight for them. On the emotional level, it's just like, okay, whatever, It's like they wasn't putting enough effort into the situation. They probably just gave up on the situation so quick, And so, like, that's the energy that it was bringing. It was like, well, I guess I can do this, It really ain't that important to me. It might not be really what I want, but I'm just don't care. I'm not gonna put no energy into the situation. That's how I feel like that's what they brought to the situation. So how you viewing this person right now, it's like, okay, this person do not love me. First off, they showing up as the Page of Cups and they're in reverse. So I know this person don't love me. I knew they was playing from the get-go. They was never emotionally involved in this situation. So, Gemini is fine with leaving this situation alone because they see that they not getting nothing out of the person that they dealing with. Now, how the person is viewing you is the Seven of Wands in reverse. Of course, they see you giving up. They see you giving up everything that they didn't like. They see you giving up everything you done put into this situation because you're the one that's putting in all the passion. You're the one that's putting in all the commitment. You're the one wanting the situation to change. While they just want you to keep putting in all the passion. They want you to keep putting in all the emotional, effort. While they just really do the bare minimum. And it's just like they just, like they don't really care about the situation on an emotional level. And so, yes, they see that you ready to walk away from the situation, Gemini. They see that you is ready to give up. Now, the ninth position is how you perceive them in the past. Gemini with the Hierophant in reverse. I mean, you saw that they didn't want nothing traditional. You saw they didn't want to commit to anything. So, I mean, it's just like you saw this person for who they was, and you could have been dealing with a Taurus individual. A person, the person just didn't want to commit. They didn't want anything traditional. You may have saw that this person probably like to do untraditional things. They like to live an alternative lifestyle. You probably noticed a lot of these things in this person in the beginning, and it's just like, you probably stuck in because you wanted to see if they would change, but they just never change. Now, how they saw you in the situation in the past is the Knight of Wands. So they just felt like you was always on the go. Hell, they even might have seen you as someone that maybe was quote unquote loose. Someone that, like to party, like to get out there and have fun, just like to spread your wings and do whatever you want to do. So that could have been a reason why this person may have thought that they couldn't commit to you, because maybe you was a party girl or a party guy, Gemini, and they just saw that you like to have fun and you like to do whatever you want to do. You could have been a person that they felt maybe only wanted sex in the situation, maybe only wanted to have a good time, maybe wanted to keep the situation lighthearted, whatever the case was. It's just like, I feel like they just always felt like you was on the go. You probably never had no time for them, or at least this is how they're looking at the situation. So now your present doubts is with the Chariot card is that you don't know if you or this person is going to be able to move on from this situation. You don't know. Like, you have a doubt that you're going to be able to really move on, Gemini, because I feel like a lot of you guys may have had hope for the situation, and that's probably why you put so much into the situation. You was hoping that maybe this situation would change for the better, even though it doesn't look like it did. Their doubts of the situation is that it probably won't even grow. It probably won't grow to be anything long lasting, and that's probably why they didn't put a whole lot into the situation, because they probably didn't see y'all being long term in the first place. It was just a bad relationship from the start. You know what I'm saying? Now, the external influences that is motivating you to move forward in this situation, Gemini, is the fact that I think you're starting to get your heart and your mind in the same place. It's like, I'm getting my emotional balance, It's like, okay, I see everything that I'm supposed to see with this person. They are lazy as hell. They don't want to commit, They don't really love me. They're not putting a whole lot of emotional time in. They want me to sit around and do all of the work. So it's just like, listen, I see what it is right now. I'm just finna get my emotions in my head in the same spot so that I can bounce, It can be over with. We can do whatever we want to do. Everybody can do what they want to do because I see what's going on. And by me seeing that helps me to get myself on an emotional level intact. I ain't got to be sitting over here worrying about what this person is doing, because I already see that they not going to give me what I want. This person's external influences that's motivating them is the fact that maybe they felt like, you were a burden in their life. Maybe they felt like they had to do a lot for you. Maybe they felt like, they had to carry the weight of the relationship. And maybe that's why they was like, nah, this is too much for me. Gemini's too high maintenance. Gemini got a lot of stuff going on in their life, and I don't know if I can be able to tote all this weight on my back. So, that might have contributed to why the situation ended. The future outcome of this situation is really nobody making any type of decisions at all in this situation. Especially, not Gemini. So even if y'all decide, even if you starting to see that the situation is not really going anywhere, Gemini, I feel like y'all not really going to make that final decision this month. I don't really feel like it. I'm seeing another Gemini in this situation that you could have been dealing with. A Sagittarius, a Cancer, a Taurus, other fire signs, Leo, Aries, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And yeah, I just feel like there's not going to really be no definite decisions made this month. But I just feel like, y'all starting to see that the situation may not be going nowhere fast at all. There's a lot of page energy in this spread, and it's just like, it was just really premature. The situation, just was not mature. I mean, there's no kings, there's no queens in this situation. There's a Hierophant, but it's in reverse, so it's just like, there's no mature energy here. So I just feel like a lot of you guys is understanding that it may not go nowhere. And I feel like you wanted something new. You was always the one presenting a new energy, but it's just like, you gave up easily on a situation because maybe you wasn't getting what you wanted. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, you just wasn't getting that shit in the return. So it's just like, okay, well, I'm not going to keep working hard for this situation, and this person is just not going, put no effort into the situation. Then it's like, you saw that this person really didn't love you the way that you thought they did, or maybe the way that they was telling you. And you may have seen that this person may have felt like they was trapped in a situation. So it's like, if this person feel like they trapped and they not showing you no love, it's like, okay, why am I going to sit up here and hold somebody against their will? They think I'm holding them against their will. Whoa, let me go ahead and, let them go so that they can go do whatever it is that they want to do. And so, they viewing you like you was someone that loved to party all the time. I just feel like this person just did not feel like it was even going to work at all. Maybe it wasn't the right time for y'all to be trying to work things out. You was just maybe a little bit too fast for them. You know, maybe you was just a little too active for them. And they was just like, at the end of the day, I don't see this situation going nowhere. I don't see it forging ahead. And you just go too fast for me. So what am I supposed to do about it? You know, I just feel like this is the way that they felt. And so, I mean, it's like a failed relationship. You know, I don't think y'all are kind of like making a decision to kind of break away from the situation this month. But y'all starting to see that, especially you're starting to see that the situation is really not going to go into commitment. There's a lot of immature energy in this situation. You're regaining your balance with your emotions because you see that it's time to move on. Even though you might feel that it may be hard for you to move on, you are actually knowing that it's time to move on. That's just what it is. While this person, you know, they're starting to see that, like, there's no growth to them. It may be a little bit too much for them, you know. This might not be what they signed up for. It's just like, you know, on the emotional level, they probably over it anyways. And it's just like, if anybody gonna put any energy into it, it's gonna be Gemini. It's gonna be all Gemini. I'm not putting no energy into the situation, you know. So it's just like, it just ain't going nowhere. That's what I see for the month of October. But I don't really think that y'all gonna make a definite decision to walk away. I just think that you guys are deciding and y'all are seeing that maybe y'all might not be right for each other. So let me know what y'all think. Is that what y'all think? Y'all think that the relationship is over with and done, even though y'all might not leave each other this month? Hell, y'all might not leave each other until probably Sag season. But it's just like, you're starting to see that it's not going anywhere. Point blank, period. So let me know if this resonated with y'all. Gemini, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, comment on my channel, watch the video. Y'all know if y'all watch the video, y'all can get a bonus within the, you know, within the first 1K views. You get a bonus. I got plenty of spreads for y'all this month, and I'm just saying, I love you, love you, love you. If you want to book a personal reading, ivycola2@gmail.com or ivycola@gmail.com. Y'all also can go book me on instago.com, ivycola tarot. I will be here for you guys. I'll see you guys in some weekly videos. Bye, 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 bye.